A Very Good Life. I am a feminine shaman who uses astrology, Reiki, trauma healing, which is really what I do with all of my modalities. Is I assist people in transmuting darkness into light, or I coach people on how to make their dreams come true. Everybody wants to be the best person that they can be in order for their dreams to come true. That's what it feels like we're here for, really. But our dreams are really a catalyst for us to learn how to ascend. And so, in different lifetimes, we'll go through different things and go through different scenarios that are supposed to teach us lessons as we climb up the ladder of ascension. So I help people with that, really with their ascension process. So if you're looking for anyone to assist you and you feel a connection to me, feel free to reach out to me on my website, afairlygoodlife.com. Also, I'm changing it to ayabellene.com, so you can put my name, Aya Bellene, but you don't know how to spell my middle name. So, afairlygoodlife.com it is. Also, coming up the first week on Wednesday of next month, I am going to be adding like a chat, a howdy chat for people for Mars in the 12th house, for projectors, for people who are going no contact, people who are fully no contact, people who are thinking of going no contact. And it's going to be like a $5 dues. I don't necessarily have to be there because in Howdy, you can create your own rooms. Like, say you find people that you can relate to. You guys can like make your own groups and go talk about whatever you want to talk about. And I found that website through a singer-songwriter class I was taking, or no, music wellness class I was taking, and it's so cool. I love it so much. And so, anyway, we're going to get into the sun in Capricorn. So, the further we get along the wheel, the more of the mature signs that we meet up with. That doesn't mean that they have mastered this part of themselves yet. I feel like Sun and Sagittarius. Well, so, okay, all of the signs have their challenges. Don't get me wrong, but Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces really have like really tough lessons. So it looks like they fail the most. A lot of times they can have really tough personalities because they're dealing with such heavy stuff. And if you're around someone that's dealing with like really heavy stuff, then you catch the brunt of whatever it is that they're projecting, unfortunately. All right. And so I tend to have a compassionate view, although I have harsh experiences with, like, my mom's a Capricorn. I understand why she is the way she is, but I still had to go through what I had to go through with her in order to transmute my energies. We had to do our dance, our soul tribe dance with each other. So let's get into their childhoods, okay? My father actually is a Capricorn too. Um, Capricorn a lot of times have really tough childhoods where they have to fight for their existence, or they feel like they have to work hard for acceptance, where they feel like they have to fight to be seen and heard, and a lot of times there's violence involved, like it's situations where they feel like they want to run away, situations that push them to be by themselves, or to feel like, I want to work hard for myself so that nobody can ever control me again, type of energy. I'm going to work, so I'm going to prove everybody wrong, and I'm going to show you I can do it. And a lot of times they work so hard because they don't have a lot of support. So someone who feels like they have the world on their shoulders, too much responsibility, Not enough nurturing, not because it's the opposite of Cancer. Okay, so you're still dealing with earthly energies, but the earthly energy here is Saturn energy. There's a price to pay. There's a price to pay if you don't get the job done. That's their mentality. I have to pay a price, so everybody around me is going to pay too. my life my life is hard, and damn it, you ain't finna have it easy up in here in this bitch. Get a broom. that's that's Capricorns, okay? And so I don't want to, when talking about these sun signs, I tread lightly because when you get into the shadow, everybody wants to try to defend themselves because everybody, well, not me. I don't agree. Okay, everything's not going to relate to you, but let me get it out. Let me talk to the people that maybe can relate to my different perspective, because the sun is going to be characterized by the house it's in and the aspects, and it's about your daily life that you live and how you're evolving, hopefully on a daily basis. The situations that you kind of meet up in your destiny that help you become a better Capricorn or a better Sagittarius type energy. How do you use your energy? How can I best use my energy in order to evolve and ascend and become an inspiration? It's the question of the sun. Um, so yes, they are all about their career, but it's a survival mechanism. And they will be known for how hard working they are. But a lot of times the relationships suffer because they're so focused on the material, which is very much so needed, which is why we all need each other. The issue is when you block everyone else out, and be like, I'll get it, I'll do it all myself, is when the imbalances come in. So I'm going to go back to their childhood violence, not a lot of support from their father or their mother. The women usually have a volatile relationship with their mom, and the men usually have a volatile relationship with their father. Um, and then on either end with the mom and the dad, like the dad with the Capricorn woman may or may not have been around for one reason or another. Not necessarily, a lot of times it's because of choices that the other parent have made. It's not because of the child, but children usually internalize things and take things personally. Okay, how you guys doing this evening? Um, and so their feelings are hurt, but a Capricorn person is going to say, I'm tough. I'm gonna suck it up and move on type of energy. And so when I'm working with someone who is a Saturn based type energy, their feelings are usually very, very, very deep within their soul, within their heart, because they do what they do because they love people. But a lot of people don't view it that way because of how they come across. So a Capricorn person, if you have an imbalance in your energies, always look to the opposite sign to see how you can balance that energy. A Capricorn person would maybe have to look to their moon energy, their Cancer energy, the fourth house energy, as to how to care about people's feelings. Because, like I said before, they don't care about their own feelings because nobody cared about their feelings. People make them feel like their mom, their dad, make them feel like their feelings didn't matter. And so, like I said, their feelings are very hurt. So that can come across and be abusive in relationship, in personal relationship. But they make great partners. You want someone that's going to carry their own weight and then some. If say you have Capricorn, or I mean Sun energy, like Capricorn Sun in the seventh house or something like that. If you have Sun in the seventh house, then honey, you feel like your life is fulfilled by being in love and being in a relationship. Like you can't live without being married, first of all. But if you have Capricorn there, then a lot of times you'll take on all the responsibility in a relationship, and you won't give the other person a chance to catch up to all the work that you're doing. So Capricorns really need to delegate and make sure you allow people in their own way, in their own time, to carry their own weight. You can't do everything. You can't be like, you know, make sure you do this, this, and this, right? And then see it's not getting done. Scorpio will kind of do this too. See it's not getting done in your time or in your way. Ugh, and then I'll do it. I'll do it. Or Capricorns don't say anything at all, and they assume that it's the best person to do it is me. And so then they end up having too much weight on their shoulders and having resentment. Over time, that builds up resentment. Because it's an assumption that people know that you are working hard because you love them. Virgo have the same issue, but Virgo, it's more like, I'm going to cook and clean and serve and do the small tasks that nobody else thinks about doing before people even think about it. And that's how I show my love. And honestly, those are the type of things that people take for granted. So if you're a Capricorn person, and you're working really hard for people in your life, your family, and you're making sure that your legacy is in place, because that's the 10th house energy, right? This is the house of the career. Now, the funny thing is about Saturn and the career, that don't have to do necessarily with your dreams. So a lot of times Capricorn feel like, I got to do what I got to do type energy. I got to do what I got to do to make this money. I'm on my grind. Okay, so a lot of times a Capricorn person don't know what is fulfilling for them, because like I said before, they're not necessarily in touch with their emotional aspect, and fulfillment and fun. Okay, so a Capricorn energy, it's fun to them to see their achievements, to look at their palace and count their money, like Donald McDuck. If you guys have ever watched that cartoon DuckTales, I'm dating myself, but that was a cartoon in my childhood. Donald McDuck, he would swim in his money or whatever. He would like, he had so much money he could swim in it. And so a lot of times when I meet up with Capricorn individuals, they are searching for happiness, because they have their shit together, but they don't know how to add now the fulfillment. So we need some hobbies. We need to do stuff and not think about ways to make money. Okay, so I have Capricorn in the fifth house. I don't have any planets in my fifth house. But I have Capricorn in the fifth house, so I kind of have that issue, to where even my hobbies and how I have fun, I'm thinking about how I can make money off of it. You know, lately I've been going to estate sales. What's one of my favorite? It's like I do it for an artist date, and I'm going to post videos about my artist dates and stuff. I have like stuff in store, new things I'm going to start posting and stuff, things I do that are helpful to keep your energy levels high or whatever. But I started going to estate sales, and like, because I love homes, I love mansions. Who doesn't? And these estate sales are usually at very really nice, palatial, spacious, beautiful homes, and I've been buying things here and there. Now, usually, when I go to estate sales, it's because I've moved into a new place and I need to decorate. Like, I got this mirror from an estate sale, right? But lately, I've been thinking about buying things and to resell them online, like little home decorations. Not anything this big. I'm not equipped, but like maybe like um candle motives that I like to buy and stuff like that. But anyway, you see, that's fun to me, but I'm always thinking about how I can turn something into a damn business. And so lately I've been like, okay, not everything is for sale. You gotta have some you gotta have some hobbies that are just relaxing for you, for your eyes only, fulfilling for you. Um, because when you add jobs, because that's what Capricorn people do, there you add work to your load, you end up feeling your body, because Capricorn energy is very earth sign energy in general is very sensuous and body centered. Even though it might be fun to you to think of new ways to make money or how to work, you're adding work to your body and you end up feeling exhausted. So look to your Cancer energy as to how you can find some respite, some relaxation, some heartfelt connection to Mother Earth, you know, and clock out sometimes. I need you guys to clock out, to not always be thinking about work, to not always be thinking about like what needs to be done, you know. Um, Now a dark-sided Capricorn person, a Capricorn person in their shadow could hold on to so much responsibility that it becomes narcissistic, to where you feel like um, you do the most work or you're the most burden and you deserve to be the only one that gets to have a say in anything around you. Like you can be so resentful. Capricorn people can become so resentful and so bitter for how much they take on because they go get it. They go after their dreams. They go after what they want, and they don't realize what. Sometimes they don't realize what it comes with, the responsibility. So say because Capricorns are very family orientated too. So say a Capricorn is like, I'm gonna have a family, I'm gonna have a business, I'm gonna have um, my career, I'm going to be a star, I'm gonna because they feel like they can do everything. So they accumulate all these things, and so now it's on you. You're the boss, you're the leader, you're responsible for taking care of all of this resentment, bitterness, and now everybody has to help you because now it's like we're a team and we're doing this together type of thing. It's like no, but nobody asked you to do all that. Nobody asked you to take on all of that. So um I think I gave good advice and said everything I need to say about Capricorn. There's lots of stuff to say about the signs, you know, but I'm focusing on the evolution of your sun. And so I'm not getting into all the details of everybody's personality, how they look, how they dress, how they talk, how they carry themselves or whatever. But it's a very authoritative sign, can be kind of domineering, you know, um, but very sweet at the same time. They're fun if you don't live with them. I have a story about my mom. It's funny. There's this autistic kid. I don't know what spectrum he was on when going to church growing up. Well, it was I was in high school. Yeah, in Florida, in Orlando, in the church we went to, and he really loved hanging out with my family. And so he would come over because also lived in our neighborhood. He contacted me on Facebook one day, like one of these years, and was like, "Yeah, I remember your mom. When I would come over, she made me clean the dining room." If my mom considers you part of the family, she's going to give you a broom. When you come over, she's going to give you a sponge. She's going to be like, make the table, clean off the dining room table. I'm like, I am so sorry that she did. I'm like, no, he's a guest. You're not supposed to make the guest like help clean up. But that's my mom. See, my mom isn't the type of Capricorn that don't delegate. She delegated too much because she, like I said before, she resented all that responsibility that she had to take on. So then it just kind of becomes everyone else's responsibility. And if you don't take it on, then you're evil. If you don't help me, it's like, girl, nobody asked you to have all these damn kids. I gotta go. I'm going out. Bye. Okay. Um. Yeah. That's all. I thank you guys for watching. Look in the community tab for any updates. I also will be sending an email blast of the group, that the no contact, Mars in the 12th house, projectors. I added like all the stuff that I see you guys like, as far as like groups. Everybody be saying they want to meet up. I'm always trying to find ways for people, fun ways for people to meet up, but I don't want to be necessarily in charge of it. Like I'm the one that's on a lily pad talking. I want you guys to talk to each other, open up to each other. Maybe I will um, facilitate if you need me to, but yeah, I think Howdy is cool. So I'll be leaving that in the community tab. I haven't seen anyone say anything to me, so night night.